A con man, they came into the coalition.
Who are they?
On their own.
Who are they?
I am talking about Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. A con man, they came into the coalition on their own. And they said coalition is the best and the only method to send Tinubu packing, by their own words. And on their own, without any reason, they left for NDC.
People, today I want to talk about my legend, some of our legends, by the name Ken Okonkwo, a great actor and a wonderful lawyer as of today. You know, I want to personally, hopefully, see I can get across this message, get across to our distinguished barrister, Kenneth Okonkwo, a man that I love so much. You know, those of us who are Millennium and Gen X, you know, the way we were brought up, those of us that actually enjoyed, grew up with your movie, the most memorable, Living in Bondage, man, you know, still strikes my heart. Like, it's a classic Nigerian home video. I don't like watching home video, but I privileged to watch that one. And so, just like Baba, Two-Face, I respect another legend, you know. Kenneth Okonkwo is a legend for me. He's an artist, artistical legend, a Nigerian representative of our, you know, great movie industry. He's a legend of the movie industry. And he has dabbled into politics. I want to kindly say to Kenneth Okonkwo, a man that I respect, that I love his intellectual sagacity, because unlike the late president that we had, Buhari, who after his tenure as a military president was still having, if I am stand to be corrected, that 200 cow or 60 cow after he became president, after almost 30 years of being in political isolation. You, Kenneth Okonkwo, are a legend. You know, revitalize yourself from an actor to become a prominent, a vibrant lawyer. And recently, you made some comments that I know will not go down well with. You see all this Jay-Z, they have short memory, they don't have regard. The way we were brought up, that's not the way they were brought up. All these Indomie children, they will just disrespect elders without any remorse, without any, you know, in-depth thought. So, my legend, Kenneth Okonkwo, please, you know, in this journey, or your how will I put it now? In this your legal journey, please, I want you to keep your legendary status and try as much as possible to, because give us what you know best. What you said was germane and it's important. But you see all this Gen Z, like you said, this obedience, you know, I can't call myself an obedient. I always look out for objective leaders, of which I believe Obi is one of them. But, you know, you have this fanatic obedient who, like you said, you know, just rationalize things emotionally. They carry their emotions in their sleeves and they just say things. So please, I want you guys to listen to what the legend said, and I'll come back and give you a little analysis of my opinion.
Let's look at it this way. They came into the coalition.
Who are they?
On their own.
Who are they?
I am talking about Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. They came into the coalition on their own. And they said coalition is the best and the only method to send Tinubu packing, by their own words. And on their own, without any reason, they left for NDC. Is that not being a con man? But
Don't they have the right to change their minds don't you change your mind as a human being?
Very good.
So is it a crime now to change one's mind if you see that your association is fraught and is not aligning with your purpose?
And you didn't know that such association is not aligning before you entered, and you didn't have any reason for going except that you want power. Let me put it this way. And why did I use the word con man? Let's talk about Peter Obi, for instance. In 2019, Peter Obi was the vice presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar. The Constitution in section 142 said the vice president is an associate of the president. An associate means you are joined with, aligned with, connected with somebody. And Peter Obi was the chief spokesperson, the master strategist, the campaign officer for the South, for Atiku Abubakar. Peter Obi was the one who led Atiku Abubakar into the campaign in 2019. Then from nowhere, in 2027, after Atiku had brought you out to national politics, you are now creating the impression with your toxic followers that Atiku is not qualified to be president, that Atiku is this and that.
Peter Obi has toxic followers.
Very, very street urchins.
You are one of them.
I was. Why did I leave? I told you that in 2023, before I even came into the campaign, I had never sat down with Peter Obi to discuss. And I read up about him, I read up about Atiku Abubakar. I wanted somebody from the Southeast to be president. And of course, I campaigned, and I believe we won that election. After winning the election, what happened? He could not secure his own victory. And that was when I knew that I had problem with this person.